Mavericks has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Mavericks Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville. Okay, quick question. What do UFOs, breathwork, and psychedelics have in common? Find out at the Midwest first of its kind consciousness experience, the Contact Modalities Expo, back for year 2, May 1st through 3rd in Wisconsin. This is not a lecture, it's an experience. 4 stages, all happening at once, world-class experts, hands-on, mind-expanding sessions all weekend long. Hosted by Jimmy Church, UFO Skywatches with Chris Bledsoe, telepathy, quantum hypnosis, ancient mysteries, try telekinesis, use dowsing rods, experience the God helmet, even a live seance. But there is so much more. Curious? Perfect. Already deep in it? Even better. Go beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. The Contact Modalities Expo, May 1st through 3rd. Get the details now at contactmodalitiesxpo.com.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Patrick Lilia. Tonight, clearing skies with a low of 33, then Thursday, cloudy with a high of 51. Support comes from Hennepin Arts, presenting the Tony Award-winning musical Suffs about the brilliant, passionate, and funny American woman who fought tirelessly for the right to vote. Playing April 7th through 12th at the Orpheum Theater. Tickets and more information at hennepinarts.org.
Portions of the following program may be pre-recorded.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope everyone's having a good week so far. Meanwhile, over in Eden Prairie, we have Adam joining us. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. I mean, come on. It is April the 8th, which means it's Rex Manning Day. So everyone should be celebrating.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's a 90s movie. Gold Empire Records. That's what it's from. I know it's not from England, so you've never heard of it, but it's a great 90s flick.
It's just like the stuff that you come up with. My God, I'm just like, I don't know you kids these days. I don't know what
I'm only like 5 years younger than you. I'm not a kid.
We want to talk about aging. Okay, let's talk about aging real fast. Remember our conversation this afternoon when I left the station? We're talking about AWA wrestling.
Yes.
And I was talking about Vern Gagne. Mm-hmm. And by the time I was watching it, when I was a young kid, probably in 1979, something like that. And when he appeared, he looked like this old man that looked like he's well past his sell-by date, right?
Yeah.
I looked it up because I was just curious. He was 53 at that point.
You know, it's weird because it's what was I just looking at the other day? Wilford Brimley in Cocoon is it was the same age I am now, 46.
And Carol O'Connor, when he played Archie Bunker, when the show started, he was 45.
Yeah, we just age much better, our generation, I believe.
We have better skin, you and I, than Carol O'Connor. So, that's kind of, yeah. It just was like, whatever, you know. It's just like, yeah, well, you know, he probably smoked a lot. I didn't, so there.
Fair.
I mean, who knows? I mean, he's probably stronger. I mean, like you said, he killed his roommate at the old folks' home by, what did he do? Body slam him or something again?
Yeah, Vern Gagne suplexed his roommate when he was in his like late 80s in his nursing home. And if I can even get up out of a chair, if I make it to my late 80s, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself a little bit though too. This other guy probably egged him on in some way, just like, I bet you still can't do that. I'll show you.
No, he had the biggest sin. He said wrestling was fake.
Well,
it's scripted, not fake. There's a difference.
He found out, didn't he?
He found out. Oh yeah.
All right. So tonight I'm really excited because we're going to be making a return to something we haven't done in a little while. And one of my favorite nights of the week is when we can do one question readings. And that's a great way for people to kind of get some of the big questions answered without necessarily doing an entire session with the psychic medium. But the thing is that we always promote that we'd love you to take an entire session because you're only getting the appetizer. You're only getting a little bit of the full message that is waiting for you. But this is a way for you to kind of get some questions answered. And someone who we've had as friend of the show for so long, and she's been on and has done one question readings with us, been really excited. I asked her if she would join us tonight, and I was so happy that she said yes. And we haven't had her on for a while, and when we do, we just don't even always do one question readings. We just talk about all sorts of wonderful spirituality stuff, and I'm excited to bring her back on. Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi, Greg and Adam and everyone joining. It is always an honor and a privilege to be back on your show. And hello to everyone listening, right? Hello to everyone listening.
Absolutely. So this is how it's going to work tonight. If we would love it if you could either leave a question in the comments, if you're watching us on any of the Facebook platforms that we are linked to right now, or any of the social media platforms. If you want to leave a question in the comments, though, it's always better if you want to give us a call, because giving us a call, you might even be able to do some follow-up in it. And the number to call is 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205, and would love to have some questions come in tonight. Otherwise, we shall be talking about my cat for the next hour. And so, not that my cat's not enjoyable to talk about, but, that's not really what Debbie's here for. And, Debbie, while we're waiting for people to put some questions in the comments or call in or anything, what have you been up to? Have you've been doing a lot of events and stuff, or?
Yeah, actually, I've had the honor to connect within my own community and do a lot of self reflection, pause for self, take time to attune my energies. Doing this work can take a toll. And so the last year I have been able to connect to some beautiful souls where I've done cacao ceremonies, drumming, ecstatic dancing, sound healing, working with these ladies of visions, and they are just growing and growing and helping each other uplift one another in that feminine energy. So it's been a beautiful adventure, not only for me, but also to hold space for community. So
I just want to say that every time I talk with you, that I just feel like a better person, because you are so you are so positive, and and I want to say, if this makes any sense, peer in that positivity. There's no going outside the lines where that's concerned. And I think that is something that a lot of us need. I need it. I don't even want to talk about other people. I don't know what other people need, but I know I need it. Now I have some questions, but Amanda has a great question, and thank you for asking this. She said, can you give examples of what we can ask? And that's a very good question.
Yes.
We were talking about that prior to the show, as it happens, and what we would like to do is, you have questions about finances, am I going to get a raise this year, or am I going to move, or what's going on with am I going to meet the love of my life, or stuff like that. What we'd like to stay away from are politics, This is a politic-free show, and we just want to just kind of ignore that. And no matter what side you're on of the any issue, we don't want to talk about like who's going to win whatever war is going on or anything like that. That is not what this is about. This is really meant to be that would benefit you directly. And then also, Debbie is many things, but she is not a doctor, nor is she a lawyer. So anything that you ask in those realms, she will answer how she feels fit, but always know that if you're asking like, why is my, my ankle hurting so badly, whatever, she might send positive energy your way, but you probably still need to see a doctor. Yeah. Debbie, did I miss anything, or is that pretty much?
Yeah, no, you nailed it. You nailed it, Greg. So thank you.
No, so I hope that helps you, Amanda. I hope that you want to ask a question. Once again, you can put your question in the comments, or you can call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. That's where we're going to go right now. Debbie, we have Debbie on the phone for you.
Okay.
How are you doing, Debbie?
Hello. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Oh, I know Debbie O from Texas, girl. Thank you for joining us. What's up?
I know. It's past my bedtime. I stayed up just for you.
I love that. Thank you, Debbie. And Greg and Adam.
Exactly. Don't forget us, Debbie.
Well, yes, y'all too.
What is up, girl?
I want to know, what do you see for me, future love?
Okay.
I've been working on myself, especially with you. You've helped me heal so much, and I'm so grateful for you.
I'm so grateful for you, and thank you for just taking time and even calling in past your bedtime, right, Debbie? And I know you said you've been working on yourself, and immediately I know there's baby steps, right? So this journey hasn't been an easy journey, and we're not doctors, we're not diagnosing here, but I can tell like you've been really working on your physical body, and that has been like. And I know the speaker coming in is your father. So the inspiration and the message from your father is keep going. There is love out there. There's a gentleman that is either, and I'm getting drawn to like El Paso. So I don't know how close you are to El Paso, but I'm being drawn to that area. And I just feel like you either had a friend or a friendship that you have had. And it's almost like you put a hold and a stop to it. So there is a thought in your manifestation where you're like, I don't want to deal with love. I don't want to talk to this person. So you told the universe, I don't want love right now. So let's rewrite that contract. Let's reopen that thought process and allow those waves to come in. But there is a person. And if you're looking around what time, I say I hear the song from Summertime, I want to say, I don't want to sing to you, Debbie. We're live here, but summertime feels real good, girl. It's about fresh.
He's in San Antonio.
So that I'm
direction, though.
Okay. There, that's the direction I'm being drawn to, my love.
That's
okay.
He's toxic.
Is it toxic? Well, that's the reason why you're having to reopen the pathways to new love. So it's not so much that he's the person for love. It's because of what you've gone through in the healing journey that you're in. You want to reopen that opportunity for new love to come in. So I say around summertime that there's going to be more opportunities. Like it's almost like you also have to leave your house, babe. Like let's get you off that couch. Let's get you moving and meet people. So either it's something within the community that you want to do, go to the casino or play some bingo, like create an opportunity for those experiences to happen as well.
I'm actually going to do something this weekend.
Okay. Are you going dancing?
Miracle.
What you going to do?
This thing is called Uncork.
I've never heard of that.
They have like, it's going to be a medium, of course, but there's going to be like wine there,
Very cool.
You got my interest. Yeah,
so there is love and the healing that you've done. You got to be just like the exercise, baby steps. Okay. And that is your dad. And your dad is like showing me healing around his heart, energy around his heart, because he obviously went through some issues with his own heart and his physical body. So he's like also very proud of you, what you're going through and the changes and transformations. He literally gives me a butterfly, and that butterfly is coming from your mama. So a lot of love, a lot of celebrations.
All right. All right, Debbie.
So much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, gorgeous. Thank you for calling.
Thank you
I
very much,
love
Debbie.
you. I'll see you online Saturday.
I'll see you on Saturday, girl.
All right.
Okay.
There
Bye.
we go.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
All
was
right. That's great.
fun.
That's great. No, okay, so that's cool. Now, I had a question in the comments. Do I have to call in, Greg? No, you do not have to call in. You can put your question in the comments. But Jason, I saw your question. I'm going to ask you if you could kind of focus on what you want to know about what's in store. So we're going to get back to you, but if you want to focus on a certain area, I think that I would prefer that personally. Let's see here. Let's try to get one more in here before we go to break. Dorothy asked the question, when will my sister Bev move out of my house? So I hope Bev's not watching.
I'm all,
Meanwhile, Bev is in the other room of the house, like
she's like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when's Bev moving out, Debbie?
I don't know. I just heard soon. So I feel like that's her wishful thinking, right? And again, spirit is also coming in with her. So there is a gentleman that's like got this look on his face, like, hey, like, so I'm assuming this is a father figure. You're like, let's all play nice. So if dad was here, he's like, come on, just give her a little bit more time, right? I know that she's very, they make me feel either she's very well put and settled, because all of a sudden I feel like my legs are chilling and I'm watching TV and I'm in the living room like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm happy here. Don't make me go. So I feel her, and it's going to be a tough one is what I get, Amanda, because this lady's energy makes me feel like I ain't going nowhere. But I did hear the word soon. So there's going to be a little bit of a back and forth energy there for sure. And you want to be mindful too when you do get those conversations where like, here's the door, girl, come on. Like, I feel like you're holding the door, like, come on, girl, let's go. So I just want to say, be a little nice, be kind.
Well, and I mean, if Bev is listening in the next room, she's probably already pulling out her suitcase and packing that thing up, because she's like, well, you don't want me here. And who knows? This may not even be, that's my spin I'm putting on Dorothy's question. She just might be wanting to know, but there are, let's see, 4 question marks behind that question. So I think I'm pretty correct in my tone.
Yeah, there's frustration there. So I would definitely take time to pause. When you ask those questions, there's a reminder of when you go through your balance and you're going through your finances and you're running through the energy of, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. Look at the parts of where her role is and how she helps you, because that's also going to be playing a factor in your decisions and choices before she goes. So I definitely want to look at that. There's a woman that's showing this to me. So I feel like even though like the money's good and everything's great, don't forget those little extra things, like you like to go get your nails done or you like to get your makeup, things like that. You want to also play in factor. And that's what I'm getting right now from Spirit. So Spirit is helping me with your questions. So I just love how it's not just psychic, it's a loved one's popping in to help out.
Absolutely. I also want to point out, folks, that if you want to schedule a full reading with Debbie, you do take full readings, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't want to start selling stuff that you do, and you're like, I don't do any of that actually. If you want to, have her paint your house, no. But you can go over to transcendwithdebbie.com. And can you book through your website?
You can, yeah.
That's great.
I know.
I
know. I love it. It keeps me going, and Spirit has me busy, and I'm just loving every second of it.
That is great. There's a lot more I want to talk about with ways that people can interact with you. But what I'd like to do right now, we got questions in the comments. So that's great. But if you want to call in, call us at 952-946-6205. That's 952-946-6205. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first break. When we come back, let's talk a little bit more about how we can interact with Debbie outside of this show, and also take some more questions and whatnot. I think that would be a lot of fun. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. Greg Bakun here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis Trolley Tours are. But now there's big news. The Candlelight Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Okay, quick question. What do UFOs, breathwork, and psychedelics have in common? Find out at the Midwest First of Its Kind Consciousness Experience, the Contact Modalities Expo, back for year 2, May 1st through 3rd in Wisconsin. This is not a lecture, it's an experience. 4 stages, all happening at once. World-class experts, hands-on, mind-expanding sessions all weekend long. Hosted by Jimmy Church, UFO Skywatches with Chris Bledsoe, telepathy, quantum hypnosis, ancient mysteries. Try telekinesis, use dowsing rods, experience the God helmet, even a live seance. But there is so much more. Curious? Perfect. Already deep in it? Even better. Go beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. The Contact Modalities Expo, May 1st through 3rd. Get the details now at contactmodalitiesxpo.com. Greg Bakun here. It's nice to get out of the Twin Cities and take some travel excursion to some great locations. Minnesota has so much to offer, which is why I love traveling down to Wabasha and staying at the historic Anderson House Hotel. Opened in 1856, this beautiful hotel offers comfortable accommodations, has a delicious restaurant, and even a speakeasy in the basement to unwind with a drink. Located next to the Mississippi River and on Main Street, there is a lot of sightseeing and shopping to do too. To get more information, go to the AndersonHouseHotel.com. And tomorrow is the day. We're very excited about it. The second Thursday of every month, which tomorrow, April 9th, is exactly that. Char Savoy and I do a public paranormal investigation of the basement of Divine Lights in Anoka, Minnesota. What we've been noticing over the past, it's almost coming up on a year that we've been doing this, is that the activity has been getting more and more profound each time we go there. And we went for the March investigation, which was really incredible. We had more access to different rooms throughout the building, split up into different areas. And we had just tremendous responses, a lot of great moments. And what we liked a lot in this field is the validation, where we have psychic mediums with us. They're getting information. Some of the equipment is validating it. We are able to talk through the equipment. We're able to talk separately from the equipment. We even did some crossing over. It was pretty incredible. It's well worth coming out there. It's a lot of fun, and you'll be with us, and we will make sure that everyone is safe and making sure that you have the best time possible. To get tickets, go to charvinity.com, and on the left side of the website, there is classes and events. Click on that, and you can get tickets for that. That's going to be tomorrow, and we're going to have with us as a special guest Johnny Vortex, and he's going to be out there with us. He has made these wonderful devices and stuff, and he spoke at Ghost Stories and Beyond with us, and people just like him. He's a nice guy, and I think you're going to really enjoy investigating with him. He's going to bring some of the stuff that he's created, and it's just going to be a great Thursday night. So come on out, charvinity.com, and click on events and classes, get your tickets, and we'll see you tomorrow. We have with us tonight special guest, Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. We are doing one-question readings tonight, so if you have a question, please put it into the comments. We will read it. Also, you can go ahead and give us a call, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. You can do that. Before that, Debbie, there are other ways that people can interact with you online, isn't there, with lives and stuff that you do?
Yeah, so I am at DebbieRomero.com. And if you click on the link, you can take you to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm kind of a little bit everywhere, Greg. Yeah. And GhostBox Radio, right? Tonight.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank you.
Are you able to do lives on TikTok?
I am. I've been having fun with it. It's interesting.
I want to so badly. That's where I want to do the spirit box sessions, is on TikTok. But you're popular and I am not. That's the difference.
Dude, I just can't see how that is happening because you are amazing.
Not amazing enough. Not
Yeah,
amazing enough.
you are. We got to just get your content out there differently. That's it.
Or get content out there even. Maybe that might even work too. I don't know.
We're going to get you some little clips, Greg, and we'll get it going.
There we go. Well, I mean, actually, Adam is the clip person over at AM 950. But the problem is I'm such a micromanager in my own show. I always do my own clips. I'll take care of them. I'll do them myself. And then, like, we haven't had clips from GhostBox for like a year. So, I mean, there is that. So
I've seen your work. You have amazing talent. I've seen you do your ads. You got great skills.
Yeah. So look at that, and that's in the comments, and that says, well, you got to always read the positive comments, right? Please, Greg, do the spirit box again. Yeah, okay.
There you go. And it's amazing. There's a lot of healing in that. When you said it gives you great pleasure and you're helping spirits cross over, Matt, Greg, that to me, there's so much healing in the spirit world that you're holding space for. And I just love the work that you do for community and spirit.
And the work that we do in our mediumship world, we're healing ourselves as well, aren't we?
We are. Yeah, we're in the power and we're in that frequency and vibration. So there's so much beauty in that. There is.
It's fantastic. Now, anywhere else that, because I actually had your site down for transcendwithdebbie.com, but do you prefer people going to DebbieRomero.com?
It's the same. My LLC is Transcend with Debbie. So you'll find me either way. You're okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You're just confusing me. That's all.
I didn't mean to.
Two websites. I'm already like, what's happening? So yeah,
it's the growth. I just evolved. Spirit just elevated a girl. Level up.
Look out, world! Here comes Debbie. 2 websites coming your way.
Okay. They still reach me.
Okay, well, let's ask some more questions. I'm going to go back to the top. We've been getting a lot of questions in, so thank you all so very much for tuning in and asking Debbie questions. Joanne has a question. She says, "What do you see coming up in my life, please?"
When Deb puts that question in, I just see fun. I feel like I want a reminder of fun. It's almost like if you were to go to a park and you're dancing at a concert, in the sense, that's the vibe she gives me. So I feel like, come on, Mom, we got to get you out of the house. Let's go have some fun. So when you specifically ask that, I feel like either down the road, up the street, I see a gentleman with you, and it's just taking time to spend with loved ones is the feeling I get. So there's a gentleman that's around her that is also supporting her as well. And of course, we're going to, I know it's not easy because Spirit is giving me the impression that there some healing that is being sent to you and around the legs and around the thighs and to get the body moving, because we know that it's not easy for you to leave and do those things. So Spirit is coming in to give you some healing energy around the spine and the leg to get that movement happening. So that's what I see for her.
That's great. Thank you. Now, I also have noticed that there's a bit of a theme here at the moment. And it's not just you saying it. People in the comments have said about themselves, like, we need to get out. We need to get out. Is that something that's happening kind of globally at the moment, that we all kind of feel almost like, even though we don't need to be, but we're kind of almost sheltered in place in a sense?
I think if we look at it on a collective level and we ask, Spirit, what is happening within that collective, there are many layers when it comes to frequency and energy. And when we're moving through that, it can be felt. So not only is it heavy with the emotions of heartache, it's also, we are impacted by that energy as well, especially sensitive souls. And those that are not aware or awakened to the energies, they just can't put a word to why they're not able to move and get up and do things. So it's reminding me here, I'm in California, when we are having the fires and we have to still get up and do things and move the body and go out and exercise. It's very challenging based on what's around us to continue to speak life back into our existence. It's hard for some, especially when they've gone through deep grief, and our world is going through deep grief at the moment.
Right. It is. I mean, and as somebody who has spent about 4 years in that space, I mean, there is something to be said that, and I will say this, there's been many days in the past 4 years. It's been about a year since haven't had this where I don't want to get out of bed at all.
Yeah.
And it was very tough, and you almost feel like you're losing everything. But the upside to that feeling as well is that nothing stays the same forever.
Right. I heard new paradigm. And so we're shedding as the end of the year snake, new beginnings. So we are in that power of the horse energy, and it's all about moving forward in action. So right now is a great time to create. It's a great time to manifest, and it takes great strength to step into joy again. And for those who have experienced grief, to be able to step out of grief, not just from losing a loved one, but changing who we once were into the new energies, is going to take great strength. So I give you guys so much power from the spirit world to take that step forward into moving in directions that your soul is desiring.
And you have to just know that it's there and do it.
Yeah, and that's the action part. We got to work on the mind and the mind's energy. Everything is by frequency and vibration. So our mind is constantly picking up, those little fiber optic wirings is constantly downloading. So it's being mindful of where your time and energy is being spent. Simplify and kind of give yourself permission to grieve and still start over again. And it's okay if you don't have all the answers. And I think in our world, we always want to know what's next, but sometimes we don't always know, and that's okay.
And we have more questions to get to. I promise you folks, we're going to get to them. But I have one more question following up with this, and that is the idea of the terminology of faith. And I don't mean faith as in a religion, but a faith in what you just said, of like that the energy is there for you. You've released energy. You want everyone, that it's there for people to do. But I feel like that they have to have faith that it's going to be there, right? I mean, you have to believe that it's there for you.
I think it's also important to realign to your source, your God, your universe, and what you believe in, and your faith in aligning that power within. And that is the beauty of really understanding what is it that your energy centers are saying to you, and knowing thyself. And so when you develop that muscle and that link, then you really know, this is not me. This is not my energy. I'm not feeling this. And this truly belongs to either the person I talked to, the channeling of what was on TV, the news, because I just had this talk with my girlfriend yesterday, and she is so gifted, but she's never been trained. So she's gifted in her own birthright. And because of that, she is in the following of what's around the world. And she's getting numbers of directions of where to, pinpoint this and pinpoint that. I said, babe, you're channeling what's happening. So what we read, what we pick up, we're downloading constantly.
Yeah. No, makes a lot of sense. That's all another conversation. Enough. we could really go very deep on this. I want to get to people's questions. So thank you for answering those questions for me. I kind of took us down a bit of a rabbit hole there, but I think it's worth it. Let's see. Annette asked the question. I'd like to ask Debbie, what is shaking my bed at all different times of the day and night?
It's very interesting because I saw a dog. So I don't know if you have dogs in spirit, but I just saw a dog. Literally, I feel like if the bed is up and the bed sheets kind of hang, and I feel it's almost like they're giving me colors of like pink and green, and there's like flowers on the bedding, and I feel the curtains on the right side, and I don't know if she has blonde hair, but oh yeah, she does. And I see like she's looking like, what is that? So you have what we call physical mediumship. And so I would study, what is physical mediumship? We oftentimes think that it's also spirit, but it's also our own energies. And that is our electromagnetic field, this fueling. And you're a loving person. I feel like you sing and you're full of joy, and I feel like full of laughter. And that is amplifying the energies as well. This doggy in spirit, I feel like I'm just like, come on, like, let's go outside. So there's residuals there of animals is the sense I get. That's the energy of spirit moving through me. So
absolutely,
that breath.
That's very interesting. Let's see. She responds, it's Sheba, my shepherd. She saved my life.
Yeah. If we look at this doggy, that's why I saw the dog pulling her leg, like, come on, let's go. And as you say this, I know like, you were a very disciplined dog. She listened, and I feel like she looked at you, and I see almost like this gray color around her. And this dog, I know you miss her, and I feel like this hug and this gentle kisses. So I know that there was kisses from you and this doggy, because I can see that that joy and that comfort that you gave this dog. And I say the scratching more by the window, so there's more of a connection also around the window, not just her, but I feel also energy of spirit. So she's a very gifted woman. I feel like there's energy really coming to her very quickly, and a little butterfly for mom in spirit. So babe, you are surrounded by a lot of love.
And when our pets return, it's a gift. Always a gift. Jason asked the question, I'd want to know also when I will find a beautiful girlfriend.
I love that he put beautiful. And if we define beautiful and what we're telling the universe, what is beautiful to you, Jason? I feel someone who's kind, someone who's respectful, someone who's gentle, someone who will listen. And I also feel like, put your guard down, because I feel that you've gone through some heartache. And the feeling that I get here, it's almost like it's okay to love again. Give yourself some strength. As I feel into this energy here, as I saw the blonde hair, I feel like you either like someone with blonde hair, because they just showed me blonde hair. I feel they have to have a certain physique about them. So you have rules. It's like you told God in spirit, I want this girl to look like this. I want her to have a beautiful smile. There's something about blue eyes. And so whatever you're telling the universe, they're listening. Okay. And then I also feel like wish granted. I feel like you've been talking to your grandmother in spirit, and I feel like you get pennies, because all of a sudden it's like, find a penny, pick it up all day long. I have good luck. So yes, there's love around you. And I don't know if you're a father, but I also feel children. Like, as I see this, I feel like there's this huge manifestation of where you are. And I just feel it's in divine timing. And I know we say divine timing, God's timing. When does it feel right? I'm going to be drawn to 2026. Someone told you 2025, 2026 was going to be a good year, but I also feel like you're going to go slow. So I feel like if I were to give you a specific month, I don't know if you met this person in December of last year, but they're taking me back to December. So either you communicated with someone and there was some messages or back and forth texting. There's something here of communication already has taken place. So the feeling that I get here, let your guard down and let the world know, like, hey, don't be so detailed. Like, open it up, give yourself some cushion to say, God, just bring me someone that's kind and loving, that will understand me, that God's will be done. Or spirit's will be done.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's interesting. And I hope, Jason, you find this person. Jason has another question. If we are able to, we'll get to it in the next segment. But yeah, it's really cool. And I love listening to people asking questions about loved ones, because that is not a simple question to answer, because there are so many variables that you're going to see depending on also the person themselves and what they may need to work on before they can even get to the stage of finding that loved one too.
Right. I think too, it's all healing, right? Whatever has hurt us. And then it's also what you're asking spirit for, give the mirror back, and what role have you played a part that's going to be a good fit. So the masculine energies, have it matched. How will you complement one another? And what is the love language that you're looking for?
Absolutely. Now, once again, folks, I want to just quickly remind you that you can get full readings from Debbie. There's a very good chance that what she's saying tonight is resonating to you, even if it's not your question. And what you may want to do is go to Transcend with Debbie, or the second website, DebbieRomero.com, because now you have a choice.
Yes.
If you're like, I'm not going to a psychic medium who only has one website, I rather go to one that has two. Then this is your girl. She's gonna take care of you.
Got you. Oh my gosh. That shows you how much I pay attention to that, right? Like, oh my gosh. And I'm paying for both. So I got you.
Yep. Nope. If you are just like, I don't want to reach out to DebbieRomero.com today, I'd much rather reach out to TranscendWithDebbie.com. You have that choice.
You do, baby. Come on in. I got you.
We're going to take a break here. When we come back, I have more questions. If I haven't read your question yet, don't worry. I've seen it. People keep adding questions. And don't forget, you can call in. Debbie O from Texas showed you it's not scary. 952-946-6205. 952-946-6205. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. Greg Bakun here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are. But now there's big news. The Kind of Like Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Okay, quick question. What do UFOs, breathwork, and psychedelics have in common? Find out at the Midwest First of Its Kind Consciousness Experience, the Contact Modalities Expo, back for year 2, May 1st through 3rd in Wisconsin. This is not a lecture, it's an experience. 4 stages, all happening at once. World-class experts, hands-on, mind-expanding sessions all weekend long. Hosted by Jimmy Church, UFO Skywatches with Chris Bledsoe, telepathy, quantum hypnosis, ancient mysteries. Try telekinesis, use dowsing rods, experience the God helmet, even a live seance. But there is so much more. Curious? Perfect. Already deep in it? Even better. Go beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. The Contact Modalities Expo, May 1st through 3rd. Get the details now at contactmodalitiesxpo.com. Greg Bakun here. I've told you about the out-of-the-world roast beef sandwiches at Maverick's Real Roast Beef, but I haven't told you about their Philly steak sandwiches, turkey, bacon, avocado sandwich, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, or pulled pork. Okay, you get the idea. They make a lot of delicious food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com. And join me tomorrow on GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun. We are going to be talking with Paul Blake Smith. We're going to be talking about the JFK conspiracy. It's always an interesting conversation. And Paul Blake Smith is kind of an expert on this. So, it's worth a check out. So please join us tomorrow for that. And then, of course, Friday is Casual Friday. So you do not want to miss that. We have a conversation going on right now with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. And we've been doing one question readings tonight, which is a lot of fun. Really enjoy that very much. We got a lot of people tuning in. So thank you all for that. Don't forget, you can put your questions into the comments as well as give us a call, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. Having fun, Debbie?
I am.
So far, so good?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. Want to make sure everyone's happy here.
Absolutely. It's been a minute since I've gone as a guest on a live, so it's been cool. Thank you.
Good. Adam, you still having fun over in Eden Prairie? Just, like I said.
It's always fun, especially when we're doing a one question reading night. I absolutely love these.
All right. Just want to make sure everyone's happy for once. It's not easy. So
you're doing
You're
great.
a great party host.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I got some questions here. Okay. And trying to get through them all. So folks, if you are wondering why I haven't read your question yet, I'll get to it. I'll do my very best, my darndest to get to it. So let me find one. It's kind of an interesting thing too, Debbie. When I'm pulling the questions, it's the ones that I'm drawn to at that moment.
Okay.
It's interesting, just not like necessarily in order or anything.
No, then that's spirit led. The energy draws and takes us. It's pulled, that magnetic pull, right? And that's how it works.
Let's see here.
Erica said Adam has a question, and I felt that too. Adam, we're coming for you. Sorry.
Adam, do you have a question?
I do, but I think we can get to the listeners and viewers first before.
No.
Okay. All right.
What's the question?
I'm working on a script.
Okay.
Should I continue with this, or am I just trying to live out a fantasy that will never come true?
No, I heard, and before you finished your sentence, I heard do it. So immediately there's like this force. And when you're in there, you're in the light trance. So you're doing some auto writing. And I feel like you're being inspired by spirit. There's a woman that comes in who feels very much like a nan, a grandmother. And she's so cute. I have my glasses on. I feel like she had trouble seeing, or there was something with her vision and her glasses. And she got this silver fox hair. And I just get the sense she's like, come on, son, you got this. So she is very much cheering for you, Adam. I feel like it's almost done. I feel like it reminds me of very magical, like Harry Potter. So if I tap into the energy of this script, it feels very mystical.
It does have its moments of that. It really does, especially towards the section I'm kind of working on, where everything kind of comes together. But okay, right on.
And then, I would invite Merlin in spirit to help inspire. So when you sit and you allow the energies to blend with you, you can welcome spirit to help you with that inspiration. So they can move that writing through you, and they can feel up that inspiration when you're creating.
Right on. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this script happen to be called AM 950, the movie? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm working titles. But it does involve a little bit of wizardry. There's a portion of it that's going to involve a little SB7 with a certain character that's being based on someone else. It's kind of interesting.
Well, and not that you asked me the question, but to me, it just also seems like anytime that anyone's involved with creativity, let's say creativity, I don't think anyone should ever give up. I think you should always keep going, because that's one of the best relaxers. Also, just that you're filling that cup with creativity, which it's getting harder and harder to fill that cup, and you want to be able to take those moments, because those are personal wins as well. So
yeah, I feel like when spirit is bringing us downloads and energy in that way, it also helps the world change. So when we're inspired and the energy is moving through us in our creation, whether you're creating with your hands or singing with your voice, it's changing energy constantly. So don't stop, Adam. Keep going.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Very cool. So let's have some other questions. Amanda asked the question, could you answer the one you are pulled to answer? If I have a guardian angel or one of my loved ones that have passed with me, I'm getting married in 2 months, so wanting to see what you see for that. So it looks like those are the two questions. Is it her guardian angel or a loved one that's with her, or the question is, I'm getting married in 2 months, so wanting to see what you see for that. You can answer one or both, Debbie. It's up to you.
I feel both to that, So if we look at that, absolutely. Our loved ones are always with us. Who are you inviting? Like, what spirits are you saying, yo, come on in, let's do this. It's time to dance and celebrate. Let's have a good time, And I just feel like I'm dancing on the dance floor. So I almost feel, Amanda, you're outdoors. So I feel like this is going to be an outdoor party. I know that there was a gentleman that you were wondering about. I wanted to say father figure, then I acknowledged an uncle. So there's quite a bit of different members that you're really thinking of. So I do feel the presence, and then dogs come in because spirit animals are going to join. So I definitely feel, yeah, babe. there's something about birds that are very significant with this love. So as you say that, you asked for a sign is what I heard. And so then they gave me the sun. So it's almost like a toast in the air to spirit. And I feel like you've already kind of did that when you got your ring and you thought about them, and like this loved one is coming in. And now I'm turning into a full reading, but yes, the answer is yes. Your guardian angels will be there and your loved ones will be there. A woman's coming in. So girl, you got it. Don't forget the roses. I feel like roses are also the name. So there's something about a rose as well. So yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's very cool. Very cool. I hope that helps, Amanda. I really do.
Yeah.
Tara asks the question, what does my housing situation look like for the next 2 years? Oh, that's a great deal of time.
Yeah, it felt very heavy for me before they even finished the sentence. So the sense, it's been very difficult. I can feel the energy within the home, and I can feel that it's almost like what you said, Greg, sometimes we can't go and there's no movement. So I also feel that there was a fight with this, where it's internally, like I don't want to go. I don't want to go. So there's been a lot of energy. And I also feel like, obviously we don't do legal, but I also want to say debate. There's been a lot of back and forth, and I feel like you're very well put in this home. So I feel like, girl, you have made a stand, and I feel like you ain't going nowhere. So that's your intent. That's your will. Now, whatever happens after that, I do feel, maybe others will come in and talk and be like, hey, babe, what's up? What are we doing here? Hello, let's come on, baby. So there's going to be some gentle, tender, loving care coming to support you. So I want to say, be open to the support, be open to the care that's coming your way. And also it's okay to be vulnerable and let someone step in. That's what I'm getting here. So your will, I feel very strong. I'm not going nowhere, but the people that are trying to come, very gentle. Okay. So that's what I got.
Well, and Tara just says yes. So I think that's fair. And then Amanda, the question you just answered before Tara's, with the wedding, she says, I have lots, so many. My mom would be the main one.
Yes.
Love all of this. And then she goes on to say, we plan to lay roses on her chair at my wedding.
There you go. I love her. She was coming in after acknowledging dad and father. So I was like, oh my gosh. But yes, I love that for you, baby. Congratulations.
That is great. That is great. And then she finishes by saying thank you. So
God bless.
There you are. Let's see. There was another one I wanted to get to, so I'm going to kind of wrap it, and when I'm rapidly going through it, that means I will miss it, but we'll see what I can find here as we're kind of getting to it. Oh, here we go. Nikki asked the question, what can I do to help my daughter in regards to her struggle, to go to school?
So we're not doctors, I would say first make appointments with doctors to make sure there's nothing physically happening.
Right.
But what I do see, what I can see what Spirit's giving me is building blocks, puzzles, pieces. So I would say, get her busy with the hands so she can start to get the energies to move, let her build things. And the sense is keeping her active is going to change the energy around her. But I definitely would suggest talking to a professional, and that's get the advice of a professional. And I feel like you've been working through that. And so I say there's a lot of strength that's coming to you to continue to be gentle, to listen to the cues. And I feel like you're also saying, am I missing something? And no, babe, you're doing the right thing. I want to say coloring, keep her active is important, even if she's at home. So things around the house that you can do is open up the education at home and give herself an opportunity to expand her awareness and her mindset with the time that you have when she's not wanting to go, is what I got.
That is great. That is great. Thank you. Hopefully that helps, Nikki. Crystal Psychic says, do you see my manifesting working?
Ooh.
Can I just say real fast, Debbie? My question to her is do you see your manifesting working?
I love you. That is awesome. Crystal, where's the ball? No, I love this. I love reading for mediums and psychics. And I think I know myself, I love getting readings. I love when someone's holding space for me and when my loved ones come in. So Crystal, your manifestation, right? And I feel like it's very, I don't want to use the word witchy, but I'm like, girl, let's get the rituals. You got the nails and the lime and the coconut, right? So I feel like practical magic, and you got the little brew going. So there's been some hiccups. So I feel like some of the things have not worked out. So I get the sense trial and error, right? So like, let's block these thoughts and mindset. Let's stay grounded and just allow, and I love this because it takes time for manifestations to grow, right? Some people have the beauty to like, boom, like let's have it here, right? And I feel like this is around a gentleman. So I don't know if you're looking for love too, but I just saw a man come in, right? And as I say that, I want to let people know, open the pathways, open new pathways. Just because you manifest that doesn't mean that there's not something new that's coming in. I feel like what you asked for is going to be different. I see something different than what you planted. So I'm going to say no for that one. I'm sorry. And I'm going to say something new is coming, something better. So stay strong, girl. That's what I got.
All right, Crystal. Hopefully that works out well for you. We're about 2 minutes till the end here. So I think we have time for one more. Okay. And if we didn't get you, I do apologize, but we'll do this again. Trust me. CL Thomas asked the question, should I make a big move out of Vegas?
Ooh, are you leading? I feel I heard no. So let's see. Is his mommy in spirit? I just felt a woman come in and I just feel like conversation. So I don't know if this is his significant partner, but a woman just feels like no. So you have other energies that are influencing your choices. So what I would say is when you talk about this discussion, make sure you're connecting to your higher self, your own thoughts, your own mind. Sit with it because you have other influences saying, no, I don't want to go. You shouldn't do it. I want to say follow your heart. I feel like there is an expense that has to be paid out, but I also feel opportunities. So if I were to look at the energies of the outside influence, they're not in favor, but if you ask me as a psychic, I can see more good things to come. So I feel positive leaving Vegas, but the people around you, you don't have the support to give you that clarity. So that's why there's a little bit of doubt within that. So I say cleanse the aura, reconnect your channel to God's spirit, however you connect, so that you can truly have your own mindset and thought on what you're wanting to do to move forward.
And I hope that helps, CL. I hope that helps very much. Once again, as we're wrapping up here, want to remind everyone, you can go to transcendwithdebbie.com or DebbieRomero.com, and you can get a sign up for a full reading. Also, check out her socials, as she does a lot of lives, and you'd really enjoy it, as she has quite a following and people love her. If you read any of the comments tonight, there's a lot of people who just adore her. So you'll want to definitely check that out. Debbie, we're at the end already. That went by pretty fast, didn't it?
It did. Oh my God, Greg, I'm so grateful. This was fun. Thank you.
This was fun, and we'll have you back on again. How's that sound?
I would love it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, folks. Tomorrow we're going to have Paul Blake Smith talking about the JFK assassination. We'll be back tomorrow, and Casual Friday. Take care, everyone.
The Tom Hartman Show.